remember, rewind. What we remember, rewind. What we remember, rewind. Pyramid scheme, baby.
Yeah.
It's gotta be all you gotta do
Social
is,
marketing.
if you're at the top of the pyramid, you're fine.
Yeah, just be the top.
Just be the top.
Problem solved.
You know?
Pyramid scheme, Ponzi scheme, that's the same thing, right?
Ponzi was a person, wasn't it?
Different kinds
What
of
was
schemes. Pyramid
VR?
scheme is recruiting more people. Like your income is derived from getting more people to be doing the activity and funneling up. Like the Ponzi scheme is just collecting money from
inviting more people in, and then
one person to give money to
using
the
that
other
money
people.
to pay the top people.
Here's a story I haven't thought about in a long time.
They're similar though.
Yes.
I actually got a chain letter when I was a little kid.
Yeah.
And I didn't know what it was.
Yep.
Did you guys ever...
From email?
I remember
No, like
those.
a snail
An
mail.
actual regular letter.
Like in 1991, I was like a 6-year-old kid. A letter came addressed to me to my house.
Mm-hmm.
What? What did it say?
It said to send this letter to 10 more people.
Yeah.
so stupid.
Usually they're
It's
like
a chain letter.
They're like, you send $1 back and send this to like 10 more people, and then they'll send
then
you
you send
$1
$1
back. And yeah. It's like it was like the old.
What?
It
was the old
the
school
oldest
pyramid
scam in the
scheme.
book.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Some classic.
I haven't thought about the phrase chain letter in
Holy
a
shit.
really long
Yeah.
time.
Wow.
I guess I didn't even know there was such thing as
Oh,
like
yeah,
a
I remember
snail mail
those.
chain letter. I just know email chains back in the day. Like
Oh,
send
yeah.
this email
You
to
still
all
get 'em.
your CC everybody or whatever for some reason.
You still gonna get them.
Yeah. I got like a really weird letter in the mail. It was addressed to somebody else, but it was to my house, and I've gotten multiple letters for this one person. And so one of them I was just, this person's never going to come get this. Let me just open it. And it was some weird long letter that I think this guy was Japanese or from Hong Kong or something like that. And it was some letter about how there's this really big investment and he's the inheritant or the inheritor of the money.
Yeah.
And it was this whole written out page about like, you know, how to claim it and that we're looking forward to talking to you and all this stuff.
The Nigerian prince needs to.
Snail mail.
It was kind of
Nigerian
like that.
scam.
Yeah. And I was like, this was a good start to a movie, maybe.
You get that?
Possibly. I want to find out more about
Track
this
it down.
guy and why he got this letter.
It's good. Yeah. There you go.
Get Adam Sandler to star in it.
For Netflix.
Yeah.
Yeah. 'cause
Yeah.
we got like
there
a
you go.
5-part deal.
We'll do an Uncut Gems like
Yeah.
style movie about him going around.
But then we'll
places.
also do something with like David Spade. And
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
And then
What's
Rob
the
Schneider, like,
what's
fart.
the
Rob Schneider
Halloween
fart
watch or
movie.
whatever? Yeah.
Rob Schneider fart film.
Rob Schneider fart film.
What a great genre.
The Adam Sandler fart films that he's made.
There you go.
You know?
The fart philogy. I don't know.
Oh yeah. The fartiverse.
Fartiverse. The Adam Sandler fartiverse.
Face fart 2.
Piece of shit car.
Oh man.
Avengers End Farts.
Man, I remember getting that album as a kid and being like,
That album ruled,
This
man.
is the funniest shit I've ever heard.
all of his
Life.
albums, all of his 90 albums were great.
Yeah.
They're probably very offensive now in terms
Yeah,
of
that's
like
probably
critiquing people with mental health or being sexist or
Yeah.
The 90s were like free game, it felt like. People were just like saying whatever the
Yeah.
hell they wanted.
Yeah.
Oh
Nobody
my gosh.
cared.
No. Doing
There's
impressions
been
of
a
whatever
couple
you want.
decades like that, like the
that's
70s. Seems like it
Anything
too.
goes.
Oh
now.
boy, it was hard for me to watch Breakfast at Tiffany's. Let me say that much. I was like, oh no, I've heard this movie's a classic, but I can't get over this one.
Yeah.
This is too much.
Just you wait until like it starts to hit our generation, where it's
Oh,
like
what,
people
when
looking
we
down
screwed
upon
up real
us for
bad?
like things that we
yeah.
think are just
Oh,
maybe
boy.
like kind of normal, but then it's like, oh,
I mean, if
actually,
you
in
can just see that,
hindsight,
just go back and read all your old live journals and
Oh,
you
no.
feel horrible about your high school self. You're just like, oh, like,
Exactly.
Also,
I was
your
the
live
worst.
journal- your live journal probably still exists if you never deleted it.
Oh, it
if
does.
you just stopped using it, it's there.
Yeah.
They didn't get rid
until
of
they
it.
delete
Yeah.
live.
I'm telling you, man, I cannot. I'm so excited because like right now is when it's starting to happen where, you know, our generation is getting way more into politics and finding old
know where
live
you're going.
journals is totally
Oh,
going to be
wow.
You're
Oppo
gonna see
research.
a president who's
they're gonna be
like,
look at his
we can
old
see all your
MySpace
Facebook
posts where he
posts.
talks about how country music sucks. And, like,
I think maybe that's even a business, like to wash the internet for politicians.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
Let's start that business. We'll start that business where we can
For
like,
our generation.
where we can wipe a Facebook account clean.
You're gonna have to go after that Internet Archive. You know,
Yep.
those bastards save everything.
Yeah. What a
It's
mess.
not possible.
I mean, it is funny. Like you get. I mean, it was incredible how fast like everyone set up bots for both like Reddit and Twitter to save every single tweet that for specific accounts, knowing that if you post something horrible and take it down 5 minutes later, it's too late. It's been saved. You'll never get back.
Every sports star, movie star, politician.
Oh man,
they've all got bots running on their accounts for sure.
It's like
if
crazy.
you're verified, you got a bot on you.
Yep.
We just gotta be a step ahead and think of the business to get in there, right?
Ooh,
like I think I said this last time. Like OnlyFans, like some of the top people just hire companies
right
to do all the messaging for them.
Yeah,
because and those people are geniuses.
I mean, you mean
for
even
jumping
then,
into
like,
that.
I mean, that started quick even on YouTube. You started getting like the creation channels and like, you know, aggregating a bunch of creators to one area, and like you're sharing resources for exactly that. Like you have an engagement team that your agency repping you like runs for you.
I worked with a guy who actually like he started his own business, just like doing shoots for people for YouTube.
Speaking of TikTok, there's a bunch of them like that where it's basically just like how to make free money, and it's basically just like take a job like doing like transcription work or something, then go to this other website and hire someone here to do it for $6 and then pocket the difference. Boom, just do that 100 times, you're making a couple $1,000s a week, and you're not doing any work. And I'm just like,
Yikes.
You're the middleman.
Yep.
Yeah, here, take advantage of these group of people,
exactly,
so
like,
that you can make money.
Create nothing of value, but siphon a bunch of money out of it.
Now you're thinking like a millionaire.
Now we're in late stage capitalism. Yeah,
That's how you do it.
That is kind of disgusting. The idea of like people making money off of like something that's not really adding value to society.
No.
And they make
like a
sometimes
podcast.
making a lot.
Hey,
of money.
whoa, wow, hey, whoa, wow, woo,
To a degree, I mean, like certain content you
provides
can
value
argue
to us,
is
Brad.
valuable
I
for
value
people,
our time
but
together.
Sometimes there's a threshold that people cross where it's not about the content; it's just about making the money and having the clicks and having the subscribers.
It is weird when you
numbers.
see some podcasts like that where they have such like growth to where like whether it's conscious or not, they start just really leaning into their own like when they get catchphrases and that becomes a thing, and like you start to watch them identify like, yes, this will be a thing, we need to make sure to do this, and like like
Good Mythical Morning does that.
Yeah, like that was a big,
but they do it like so well.
Oh yes, they do.
Like,
They're
it's
actually
like to a degree that is just like, man, they just have it down to a science.
yeah, I think
they're really good at their podcast too.
My favorite murder podcast for me
yeah.
got old quick because that was a big thing. Like they started just getting way too into like their own bits, and like I was like, the stories aren't good. It's just referencing their own stuff now, and it's
Everyone just likes to smell their own farts, you know?
Right.
We were in the wrong podcast, and I'm already way behind it, but MoviePass has one of those people now to try to like reinvent their company.
Oh, yeah.
Like they're getting ahead of like marketing, getting ahead of PR. Because when MoviePass launches, I guess in January, they're trying to like
That'd be exciting.
get rid of the bad word of mouth. But I don't know what it's gonna be.
What was the bad word of mouth?
Oh, they just like stole a bunch of people's money and like wouldn't cancel
Disappeared,
accounts.
yeah.
And
What?
You didn't know that?
I didn't know. I didn't hear it.
Oh, a whole bunch of
After the
allegations about
the
this.
few months of MoviePass, like you would go to try to cancel it, and they would tell you it was canceled, but you'd get a charge.
or then you would go to try to
They just
use
wouldn't
it
really
and
cancel
like
it.
they would just turn
my
it off, and you couldn't
God.
actually use it for anything, but they were still charging people for
Yeah.
them, and like it wasn't working. And
I just saw too that like
Bunch of
the FCC just came out and they said that companies can no longer easily allow you to subscribe, but then you have to call them to cancel. Like, that's now illegal.
there's whole companies devoted just to canceling things for you.
Yep.
Because companies make there's a
So
really
hard
good.
to do.
I've heard about that.
That's what there's some great 99% invisible stuff about like what they call dark design, where it's specifically about doing things to make it hard
Preys
to
on people who
cancel
don't
or like
realize.
changing. Like I was literally just reading about this because like Streamlabs, this is company notorious for copying ripping
They're in
off
the news,
other
like,
stream
literally
companies
today.
and stuff for like Lightroom and OBS. And like, yeah, their cancellation is so hilariously like dark design style. Like the link to actually cancel is tiny in the corner, and it's like, here's what you miss if you leave. And like the big red button is like, stay with us.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, that's.
But
It's
yeah,
so
like the
ridiculous.
calling
That's
is the
so
worst
predatory.
one. Yeah, like where it's in order to cancel, you have to call someone and like talk to them about why. And like so one of the other podcasts I listened to was bringing up specifically an app for people with anxiety, like has a subscription model. I think Jim Sterling was talking about this, and he's like, talk about like they're canceling your subscription to this like the app that's supposed to help you with your anxiety is clearly designed knowing exactly who their audience is.
no.
Oh, I see what
It
you're
is
saying.
the most predatory version of this, where they're just like,
jeez.
they know everything that people with anxiety are not going to want to do, and that's the hurdles they put in place to cancel
is
that
the-
subscription.
What place is this?
Oh man, I can't remember what it's called.
That's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
But it's crazy.
Plus, they might sue us or something. I don't know.
That's
That's-
it could
yeah.
be.
So it's better not. We just say
Probably
nothing.
shouldn't say
Yeah.
it. We take everything back that we said about MoviePass as well.
Yeah, I'm excited about the relaunch.
I am too. I'm probably going to get that.
I want
and
that
start
service.
going to the
Like
theaters.
I keep eyeballing. I think AMC is still
20
doing
it's like
theirs.
$25 or
and
something.
I'm always tempted to do. I haven't.
I think the first month is like $1, and you get to get
Yeah,
it.
they
For
want you to sign
Yeah, the
up,
challenge for me is just I can never
We
find
gotta
the
get some
time to go
traction.
already. Like if
Yeah,
I could,
I
I would
don't-
do it. But I'm like, I want to do this, and I would love to go to the movies more often.
Yeah,
I
and
just
there's good
never
movies
do.
finally coming back
there's
out.
so many
so-
good
How many
movies
can
going
you
on.
see per week?
You could see one a day, I think.
Oh, one a day?
It's crazy.
Thought so.
Yeah, like, it's like,
I just saw a movie for the first time in 2 years at the theater.
what'd you see?
The Wes Anderson one. the
French
Dispatch.
Connection. Dispatch, yeah, not French Connection.
The French Connection.
I keep doing that every time. I keep searching French Connection. I'm like, this isn't the movie. Oh, right, Dispatch.
the French
Yeah.
Onion did.
I need to watch that still. I
Yeah.
really want to see that.
It wasn't my favorite, but I think you'll like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically like a magazine that's being written, and then you get to see like some of the stories in the magazine. So they do it at like it's like just some short, I don't know, short stories, or
Yeah,
short
little
films
yeah.
that they tied together.
Sounds really good.
Yeah, yeah. It was. I mean, it's like Wes Anderson. It stylish.
Yep.
It has a lot of like animation in there too, claymation at times, but it's live action. Great shots.
That's good stuff.
Yeah, just wasn't the most interesting story, I would say overall.
Fair enough.
But I think it's still worth watching.
Yeah.
It's got a like huge cast,
Oh yeah. I mean, it's Wes Anderson.
big
It's
names,
gonna-
just like in like pretty small roles too. Yeah, like all
That's how
the
he does it.
Everyone
all the
wants to be
usual
in
players
those, yeah.
come back.
I was gonna say
Come
everyone
on
loves
set
to
for
get
3
in those.
days, and he's like, put you on my movie poster.
Yeah, I mean, like Bill Murray's in it, but he's only in it for like what feels like I don't know, like 8, 9, 10 minutes or something like that. And like Ed Norton's in it, Jason Schwartzman, Benicio del Toro.
Is Angelica Houston in this one?
She narrates a part of it
Okay,
at the
I was
very
gonna say she's gotta be in
opening.
here, right?
Owen Wilson's in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
The usual
everybody.
suspects.
The usual suspects for sure.
No, that was that one guy that we can't talk about anymore.
Oh, I don't. Kevin. Oh, 2 guys. sorry.
Michael.
Ooh, yeah, that's true. Two, yeah, right. Jeez.
What? We remember rewind.